From Kuja to Cujo, nerds like a lot of things, but there's something they love above all else, and that is correcting people. This is Actually. Joining us on today's episode, we have Sam Bashor.
Hello, thank you for having me back.
Thank you for coming back. We also have Rayan Martin.
Good night and good luck.
Okay, and we have Tao Yang.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, ahoy. Well, 3 fantastic contestants. The 2 of you have played before. Tao, you have not. But the rules are very simple, which I will explain for you and for any viewers at home who are joining us for the first time. These are false statements, incorrect statements, but the things that you know and love. It's up to all of you to find the thing that I've said that is incorrect, buzz in and correct me. All your corrections must be preceded by the phrase, actually, and you can interrupt me at any point in the question. So just 2 rules, just that simple, but the questions, they're pretty hard. Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Cool.
Love it.
Here's our first question, which is about Pokemon. The Pokemon anime has been on the air for more than 20 years now. In that time, its protagonist, Pokemon trainer Ash Ketchum, has only won 2 Pokemon League championships. He's also never caught a legendary Pokemon. Tao.
Actually, he has caught a legendary Pokemon.
You sound extremely sure of yourself.
I feel very sure. I think he caught one and then let it go or something.
That is not what we're going for,
Okay.
no. Yeah. Ryan.
Actually,
Yes.
Ash Ketchum has caught a legendary Pokemon, and it's Pikachu. He's iconic, he's legendary.
He's a legend. Absolute ledge, Pikachu. No. Sam.
Actually, Ash specifically, has won every single one of his Pokemon League championships because he's supposed to be the best there ever was, per the theme song.
Per the theme song. The theme song would lead you to believe that, but that is incorrect.
That blows.
Well, I'm gonna say no one got this one. Ash has only won 1 Pokemon League championship, so it's not that he's won none, but it's just 1 in those 20 years of trying to be the very best, like no one ever was. He kind of blows.
But to be fair, he's still 10.
He's still 10.
Yeah,
he's still
10.
Yeah, maybe I'm like canonically in universe. He is still 10, so like maybe I'm expecting too much from him. But also, literally anyone who's played Pokemon is probably a better trainer than Ash Ketchum is at this point.
Oh yeah, I've won 8, I'd say. I'd say I've won 8
right,
Pokemon Leagues.
Just 8?
Yeah.
Oh my.
The millennia-spanning conflict between Highlanders, known as the game, is governed by a set of rules. For example, Highlanders may not engage in combat on holy ground. This rule isn't limited to a specific religion, and over the course of the series, cathedrals, Buddhist shrines, Stonehenge, and even a Roman temple are referenced as holy ground. Ryan.
Actually, the plural of Highlanders is Highlander. I have no clue.
Incorrect.
Actually, it's not called the game. It's called Duel of the Ancients.
No, it is called the game.
Oh, wow.
It is called the game, yeah.
Fun.
Ooh, I was gonna go with that one too.
Sam.
Actually,
Yeah.
One exception being Stonehenge because of reasons. For final battle, they would have looked cooler there for sure.
The classic loophole. No. Any other guesses before I call it?
I don't know anything about Highlanders, so I'm
Clearly, I mean, that clearly seems to be the case, so we'll just be stabbing around
sounds
anyway.
crazy.
That's fine. Hey, look, I hadn't had any Highlander questions. Like, I want to ask about Highlander. So what we're looking for here is actually, and Ryan, you were kind of starting to get close, but it's that they are not called Highlanders. The Highlander is the one specific character, the protagonist. They're called immortals. It'd be like calling all Pokemon Pikachus or something, like.
My grandma did do that.
Which, yeah, people do.
To be fair.
All game systems are Nintendo.
No, they're all Nintendos, exactly, yeah. But all the rest is true. It's like, yeah, like we've got a competition going on where we're just gonna fucking murder each other until there's only one of us left. But let's respect world religions, okay? Like, be open to other cultures and like let's not be rude,
Right.
okay?
I wonder what the limit is, and if like, Pastafarianism
Yeah.
is a religion. Can you not fight where those
Do
people
they have
are
to vote on
meeting?
it?
Yeah, there's some like super pedantic like immortal who's just like, it's like, well, there's actually a small sect. It's not a mainstream religion, but it's a small cult, and they actually live right here at this house. So
We can't fight here.
I'm actually founding my own religion, and
Can't fight at the Olive Garden, you can't fight at Fazoli's.
well, no points for that one either.
Feeling good.
Here's a video game question. Rather than using a traditional Belmont clan vampire hunter, Castlevania Symphony of the Night has players assume the role of Alucard, a half-vampire seeking to destroy his father, Dracula. However, on first playthrough, the game's final boss is the Dark Priest Shaft. To finally confront Dracula, the player must beat the game and then start a new game plus, which is the same game but with harder enemies and new secrets. Tao.
Actually, New Game Plus is not harder. You just have all of your, you start it with all your weapons from the previous game.
Incorrect.
I'm actually, I'd say first playthrough, you are able to unlock Dracula as a final boss. It doesn't have to be replayed through all the way from the beginning again.
Your wording of that, I don't think it's what you intended, but it's
poor.
technically true. So I'm going to allow it.
Wow.
What we said is true that on the first playthrough, the final boss you encounter is Shaft. But then what happens after you defeat him is the whole game turns upside down, and you have to play backwards through the game that you just played, but now upside down. And then once you get back to the beginning, then you face Dracula.
Is that like the basic reason why like Dracula backwards is
Alucard? Hey,
Is
you
that
picked
the
that one?
same?
Yes, it is,
Ooh.
because you play Alucard, who is Dracula backwards. Well, point for Sam on that one for wiggling his way into this. And this is a fan-submitted question. So this question comes to us from a fan, sent in this question with the express purpose of trying to stump the three of you. From Justin Burrow, AKA Jables Wables. Everyone needs a best friend. Superman famously had Crypto the Superdog as his animal counterpart, and Batman had a long list of pets, including Ace the Bat Hound, Mogo the Bat Ape, the Bat Mite, and Bat Cow, AKA the Battling Bovine. Yes, Sam.
I'm actually, Batmite's not a pet.
That is correct.
Thank God! Oh my God! I feel so smart. That's never gonna happen again.
Do you know anything more about
It's
Batmite?
a fifth-dimensional imp, kind of like Mr. Mixie Spitlick in
Yes.
the comics, where it's just there to. He's Batman's #1 fan from the fifth dimension. This is a heavy drug age of writing comics. He's like a little fairy that dresses up like Batman and happens to know everything about Batman and just kind of messes with him. But also loves him.
He's like the world's worst fan, the most obsessive fan. And very funny to me, just like, it's like, yeah, Batmite. You know anything more about Batmite? It's like, yeah, he's a fifth dimensional imp.
Yeah.
We all know those fifth dimensional imps. Just one of your standard run-of-the-mill things. Well, that is a point for Sam for recognizing Batmite as the fifth dimensional imp that he is. And this will bring us to our first shiny question of the game. All right, this is a game called Order Up. You have a selection of robots on the other side of this board. I would like you to please arrange them from smallest robot to largest robot. Okay, go ahead and flip those over. Let's take a look at those bots. Great, so Sam, let's take a look at what you've got and just run us quickly through that order that you think you got here.
All right, so we start out with smallest. Microbot, Metal Sonic, because I feel like Sonic's like 4 feet. Johnny 5, he felt like a even 5'7", something like that. Tars, I felt like McConaughey was like looking at the console eye level. Anyways, after that, it's pretty easy. Iron Giant, I'm not familiar with this gentleman. And then a Unicron, I feel like is the largest of these gentlemen on here.
Very good. Ryan, let's see what you got.
So I really don't feel good about this, but we've got Metal Sonic and then Johnny 5.
Okay.
And then I've also got Tars. Unicron? I thought it said unicorn. The other person that I don't know, the Iron Giant. And I feel like Microbot was a troll, and so I made it the biggest one on a whim.
Very good. And Tao, let's see what you got.
All right, I think this was a trap and I fell for it because I feel like Microbot's probably big.
Okay.
But I put them there anyways. And then same thing, like Metal Sonic is like tiny, I'm imagining based off the game, and it's not that big on my TV. Johnny 5 could be gigantic, but just based off this photo, he looks kind of small. Tars, it's like a human size. This is a Transformer, I think. I have no idea what this is, but I just love the Iron Giant the most, so I put them as the biggest.
The power of love will bring them up. Okay, great. Ryan, you got none of these correct. Tao, you got 4 correct, and Sam, you got 5 correct. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the answer should be and where we're at. It was a double trap. Microbot is just, in fact, a tiny bot. That's from Big Hero 6. Microbot, Metal Sonic, Johnny 5, Tars is about 6 feet tall, and then the end is where people tend to get tripped up, but the Iron Giant is about 50 feet tall. Unicron is larger than a planet, and Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is over 10 million light years large. So easily the
big.
largest robot on here. That is our order.
So when Tengen touches its toes or something, it's going through 10 million light years to touch its toes.
It takes a long time to touch his toes.
Okay.
It takes a long time to do anything. It's really really a drag. And that's it for this preview of Actually. If you liked it, there's a whole lot more waiting for you on Dropout. Go to dropout.tv to start your free trial today. I'm Mike Trapp, reminding you to get your pets spayed and neutered, and to get your zombie pets obliterated. Zombie pets. They're not the pets you loved anymore. They're gone. They're gone. Kill them. Kill them. We are going to show you an image, some iconic image, but we've taken that image and we have pixelated it all to hell. There's 5 levels of pixelation, and you can only guess once what you think it is to identify it.